Hey there, my name's Ricky, and in this video I'm just going to be sharing my experience working with the amazing Elisa. So when I first met Elisa and started working with her, to give it a bit of a background of where I was on my journey, I had had experience, obviously in relationships, and had sexual experiences in my life with partners and things like that. And everything that I experienced was kind of like just what I stumbled into and my reference points based on how I was brought up, what I'd been exposed to, things like that. But working with Elisa, what really happened was there was like all this wisdom that I wasn't aware of that I'd been exposed to. And at first it was kind of like a bit of like a paradigm shift. It was like, wow, there's all this stuff that I never learned at school. I never learned, growing up in my family or in any kind of personal development course or anything like that. There was this whole field of knowledge that Elisa is so magically connected to. And in our sessions, essentially, I felt this sense of comfort and safety that I've never felt before to like to expose myself to certain things in a deeper way, like sexuality, like emotional intelligence, like being more connected to my authenticity, what I truly desire, and all these different things. And the way the sessions worked were essentially like I did one-on-one sessions with Elisa, and with this safety and all the wisdom that she shared, and also just like the safe space that she held for me to like, express what was going on for me and my challenges and things like that. Essentially, I learned a whole bunch of stuff, which completely transformed my experience of life in sexuality, in relating, in emotions, and in being more honest with myself and what I value and what I desire, and all of that. So some of the things that I've experienced since my sessions with Elisa, and I continue to seek her support in, all of this stuff, but to speak to some of the benefits I've got is, for example, yesterday I had a blissful energy orgasm without ejaculation, which I perceive to be significantly more pleasurable. That speaks to like one of the things that she helped me to discover is through not ejaculating, I can actually experience all kinds of pleasure that I didn't know was possible. That's one example. So some other things that recently I've experienced as a result of all of the wisdom that Elisa's helped me to discover and to embody. Like another example would be that I'm significantly more connected to my awareness of what I truly need, and that when I'm feeling unpleasant emotions, it's because I'm not either aware of it or I'm not acknowledging it and communicating it. That's a big thing. Elisa's really helped me to like recognize that like I am a human that has feelings and I have needs. It's things that are important to me that I value, and that she's helped me to develop this sense of like self-esteem where I really honor that truth. It's like, I need this. This is something I value. This is what I'm feeling. And then to be able to communicate that with my partner, with friends, things like that. And there's all these ripple effects that come from what Elisa's helped me with. So for example, in my business, one thing that happened was I realized I'd been 2 years into a business with various business partners, and I owned 30% of the company. And what I realized was at some point, I realized I actually didn't want to be involved in this business anymore. It wasn't like deeply connected to my heart. But I'd spent 2 years, I'd built this income stream, I'd put my heart and soul into this thing. And what I did was, from that deep awareness to what I need and my ability to communicate and all of that, I essentially did a restructuring of the deal where I now earn 14% and I'm not actually actively involved. I do one call per month with my business partners to be more of an advisor rather than like a full-time operator. So essentially my income from that business went from 30% to 14%. So it decreased, but I went from working 40 hours a week to working 2 hours a month on that business, which now has freed up all this other time to like pursue my passions, like writing and speaking and all these other things I'm just curious about, like singing and spending more time in nature, spending more time on my health and fitness and all this. So in many ways, everything I've learned from Elisa has had these profound ripple effects in my life. And I'm just forever grateful for her. It's such a pleasure to record this video for her to be able to, you know, witness my expression about how much she's helped me, but also for you watching this, if you're considering receiving any kind of support from Elisa, whether it's through one-on-one coaching or through taking one of her courses or attending a workshop or anything she's offering at this moment as you're watching this, she just has like my deepest, most sincere recommendation and endorsement. So that's my journey, and hopefully this helps you to make a decision to further your journey into growth and development and sexuality and spiritual awakening and emotional intelligence and anything else that's needed for you right now. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about my journey, and I hope to someday look back at Elisa's website or social media and to hear your journey. So that's all from me.